Hello, everyone. So, today I have decided to start a survival world because for some reason I've just never had a survival world on Java. I've had one on Bedrock, even though I usually play on the computer, which I know that sounds really strange. Um, and I was trying to find a pretty decent seed just by like creating worlds and stuff. I didn't want to like look up a good seed or anything like that because I just wanted to like find my own. Um, this instance is modded, but it's just like Optifine and a mini map thing, so it's not anything like. I mean, I guess the mini map is kind of, you know, but I'm gonna be using this seed. If you want to use that one, then go ahead. And we're going to be playing on hard mode. And, yeah, hopefully this will be fun. And you're going to see what the world is going to be like in just a second here. So we spawn inside of this. Oh gosh. Okay, we spawn in a birch forest. But soon enough you are going to see that we are in an interesting area. This seed, from what I know, doesn't have um, a pale forest nearby. Maybe there is, and I'm just blind, but I couldn't find one, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty excited because I never started a survival world, which is really strange. I mean, like I said, I did one on Bedrock, and you've probably seen it on this channel already. If you do watch this channel, which I assume most people who are watching this probably aren't. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm assuming too many things about you guys. I have no idea who's watching this, so it's whatever. I can just kill this pig. There we go. I have to get used to the combat. Okay, let's take some of these flowers, because flowers look nice. And it also gives us red dye, which is also nice. Um, this, I know this is kind of unusual from what I've been doing recently, but I don't know, I don't really care. I don't really care, I'll do whatever I want, and if if you're not a fan of it, then, well, you don't have to watch this, because I've been making a lot of content about playing beta Minecraft, and if you think that I'm a hypocrite for not playing beta Minecraft and playing modern, then I would have to say that doesn't really make any sense because it, I never said anything bad about modern other than like a few things, but I don't hate modern or anything like that. Like I literally don't care. So that was a huge that was a huge tangent. Um, I am playing with shaders right now. I don't know if you guys care about that or not. I don't know if you guys would want me to remove shaders, or if you guys are okay with the shaders. But yeah, I just thought that I need to actually start my own world, my own single player world, because usually I play with a group of friends. Um, but I have like so many projects on that world, and I'm not even like, I don't know, I'm not really proud of the stuff I've done on that world, to be honest. It's not, it's that, it's not very good. Some of my builds kind of suck, in my opinion, which is why I keep trying to get better. Why did I unlock that recipe? I don't know. That was weird. But anyways, yeah, I think just like a lot of my builds just suck in general. And if you think I'm being too harsh on myself, then, well, I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna disagree with you or agree with you. We got some copper, which is nice. We are still playing. This is still in the 1.21.10 update, but, Minecraft is like, I don't want birch saplings. There's so many goddamn birch saplings everywhere that I really don't need any. Anyways, Minecraft, is doing some really weird shit with, like, the updates. I don't know if you guys seen any of it. Like, the new update is gonna be called, like, what was it? Like 26.1 or some shit like that. Some weird shit like that. Hold on, let me just, like, let me turn my microphone volume up, because I'm kind of worried that, because I noticed in my last video I made the windmill in beta, and I noticed that I'm really quiet for some reason. And I don't want that. I don't want to be quiet, you know? I want you guys to be able to hear me. So if I have to turn up my microphone volume, then I'll do that. I don't have any in-game music on, but I'm probably going to add music later in editing, because I don't know, I just think you guys would like it if I played some music. There's a dark oak biome. Oh, there's also a jungle biome. I'm also playing with the Bobby mod. If you know anything about the Bobby mod, the reason I'm playing that is because on my friends, when you play on a server, it's really weird. When you play on a server, for some reason, like, you can't change the render distance or the simulation distance. Only the server owner can do that. So, if you play the Bobby mod, you can change your render distance. And also, it does this thing where, like, all the, all the areas that you already loaded, like, they will, I don't know how to explain it, like, if you already discovered, like, this area, for example, and you go, like, far away, and then you look at the same area, you'll be able to see it from, like, a very far distance, because the Bobby mod does that, and it's kind of cool. So, it's pretty neat. I think I'm just gonna probably burn all of this birch, because I really don't like to use birch. I've never used it. I know it's like everybody hates birch and whatever, but I never used it before for, like, actually building. And honestly, before pale oak, that's all you really had for, like, a lighter wood. So people just had to deal with it, I guess. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. Like, we all collectively just hate birch for some reason. We all like to have the darker oak, the darker trees for some reason. I don't know why. It's a very common, like, thing amongst Minecraft players. I'll be real with you, I don't know where I'm gonna set up my first house. If I am gonna have a house, I want it to be, like, somewhat decent, you know? I don't really have many plans for this world until I, like, get a house going and stuff, and then I'll start doing stuff. I mean, I do kind of have some plans for this world, but, like, I can't really, I can't do them yet, you know. But I just thought, you know, it would be nice to record this because I've always played like it's so weird. I don't know why I never started my own single player world. I always like played Bedrock or played modded Minecraft. Those were the only I mean, and I also played on my friend's server, but that was like the only time I played survival in like vanilla Java. Well, mostly vanilla because I'm still playing with mods technically, but they're not anything like super crazy, although I don't know, I guess having a mini map is pretty fucking crazy if you think about it. So, um, I don't know. I might, if you guys don't like the shaders, I won't use them again. Because honestly, I wouldn't mind that. I know that vibrant visuals is supposed to be a thing. I still don't know if it's a thing, honestly. Uh, I am not very up to date on like what the stupid parody bullshit is nowadays. I think it's all really stupid, and they just need to, I don't know, they just need to like they just need to stop making the two games differently. It's really dumb. It's really stupid. It's really pointless. I don't understand any of it. I honestly think this is gonna be a very weird opinion, but hear me out. I think that Java should have, or no, I think that Bedrock should have Java combat. And, well, that might be a bad idea because, like, you know, people on their phones or people on the console, they might not, you know, that might not be good for them. It looks like I'm gonna have to dig a hole, guys. I have to do a classic hole digging maneuver here because I do not have shit in a. I haven't seen a single goddamn sheep. That is honestly surprising. Okay, we need to cover ourselves. Actually, before I do that, it's gonna make everything like super dark and I won't be able to see shit. So let me actually just make some torches. Just use all the coal, I don't care. Uh, okay. My inventory's a little cluttered. Because we are playing on hard mode right now, I believe. I don't know, I can't really check the uh, difficulty right now. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, you got a furnace. Nice. Okay, yeah, we are. Okay. There's mob spawning, which is good. And now that copper is like a new thing in the game where you can get armors and a new tool set and all that. Um, I can just make myself some copper armor, even though copper is like super shitty. It's worse than iron. But it's interesting because if you played any of the copper mods where they add like the copper tool set before the copper update, they were actually like just as good as iron, but the durability was like worse. That's how they balanced it. They balanced it in a very weird way. I didn't really. It was kind of overpowered, to be honest. I feel like, and I feel like this would make more sense for copper. Although I don't know why you would need a ore before iron because iron is already kind of shitty. To be honest, it doesn't last very long. Like iron lasts you like I would say probably less than an hour or more or a little more than that. so it's not that good. I did not get a lot of sleep today. I will be honest, I don't even know if I fell asleep. Have you guys ever had one of those nights where you just like you try to sleep for a long time and so much time passes by that you don't even know if you fell asleep. You don't even know what happened. You don't know if you've been awake this whole time. I hate it when that happens, and that's what happened to me last night. And I looked at the time and it was 7 in the morning. I'm like, "Oh my God. How long was I awake for?" I had no idea how long I was awake for, and I still don't know how long I was awake for. And when I well, when I got up today, I was on my phone for a while, but then when I actually got up out of my bed, I had this huge headache, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to do this right now. But I didn't really have a choice. I don't know why the fuck I'm strip mining. I'm just bored. But yeah, it sucks. Um, I've heard from a lot of people, like it just seems like to be a universal thing where people don't seem to ever get enough sleep for some reason. I feel like I'm the opposite a lot of times. Like I get more sleep than I need. It's very strange. And I hate it because I want to be awake all the time. I wish that people didn't have to sleep, but it's like you have to sleep. It's a part of being a human. So it sucks. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I don't want to be able to, because if I'm sleeping, then I'm missing out on life. That's how I see it. And I know that's a very strange way to look at it. Like, but that's how I see it. If I'm sleeping, I'm missing out on my life. And doing things that I want to do. It's just less time to get things done, really. That's the way I see it. So, that's my opinion. You guys can disagree with me if you want. There's a fucking drowned nearby. Hasn't even been that long and there's already a fucking drowned. How is that even possible? Hey there. Okay, let's not do that. I am gonna swear probably a lot because I'm not a family-friendly channel. So if you're not into that thing, then you can go watch someone else, I guess. I don't really care. I never really made any real... I mean, okay. Wait, why the fuck did am I stupid? I need to watch what I'm doing. Okay, anyways. What was I gonna say? Something about my channel. Yeah, I'm just not a family-friendly channel. Because I swear a lot. So, that's just what I do. And if you don't want to watch that kind of thing, then that's okay. You don't have to. I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna use my birch planks for sticks. Because, like, what else am I really gonna use them for? Like, another stone pick, just in case. A spare leggings, I guess. I wonder if I should, like, try to go out there right now. It's probably a bad idea. I don't know. I could go out there with the torch in my offhand, because since I'm using Optifine, I do have the dynamic lights. Hey there. You gonna drop some copper? No? Okay, you just dropped Raw flesh. That was dumb. Is a creeper gonna blow up in my face? No. Oh wait, oh, speak of the devil. No! Okay. I panicked a little bit. I'll be honest. That was my fault. I panicked a little bit. I forgot that the cooldown was a thing. Oh, hey there. Jesus Christ. How are you shooting me from there? You got some fucking reach. Jesus. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. This place is goddamn dangerous. Let's go to the... I don't know where to go, actually. I haven't found any area that's really... I mean, I guess that area... I guess the forest is a little bit flat, but, like, to be honest, the only, like, really flat area in Minecraft nowadays is the plains biomes. And sometimes those aren't even flat, like, it's really weird. But that's how it is now. And I'm not a huge fan of it, honestly. I wish that, like... I wish that, you know, we still had a lot of flat terrain. Since I have been playing beta recently, and I'm still very new to beta. I'm still trying to get used to it. I don't know, I just like the beta terrain, like, way more. Like, if Minecraft... I feel like if Minecraft brought back the beta terrain, they would make so much money bringing back old players, but they won't do it because Mojang doesn't give a shit. Mojang doesn't give a shit about the old players. They just want to make money. That's all they care about. They're a corporation. That's what corporations do. They just want it. Their entire goal is to make money because they're a corporation. That's how corporations work. Just to make as much money as possible. This is basic economics. It's like high school level economics. It's very basic stuff. It's I'm gonna sound like a huge fucking nerd for saying this, but I actually took economics twice because I felt like it. And you know what? I really liked that class. I don't know if you couldn't tell. But I'm gonna stop acting like I know everything about it because I really don't. So, and plus I'm not very happy with my grade. I did pass economics twice, but I'm not very happy with the grade I got the second time. Because I was thinking, well, I'm gonna retake economics and I'm gonna get a better grade. Well, I didn't get a better grade. It was still passing, but it was like, I didn't like my grade. I wanted a better grade. But the problem was is that I wasn't trying hard enough. I kind of became, I don't know, I became, like, super lazy my last senior year. I just didn't give a shit anymore. I don't know why. I should have, because I probably could have gotten a better GPA, but, I don't know. I don't know if my GPA, like, entirely matters. I mean, it does help with a lot of things. Colleges, I don't know. I don't think they care about your GPA. I mean, if you do have a high one, I guess that's a good thing. But I don't know if they'll actually... I don't know if they actually care about that. I'm pretty sure they care about, like... Fuck, I don't even remember what it's called. But there's, like, a test that you have to do. I'm pretty sure. And they look at that instead. They only really care about that, and I don't remember what it's called. That's kind of embarrassing to admit, but I honestly don't remember what it's called. But I'm planning to do a lot of things in life, and I'm trying to do as many things as I can before that, because I'm probably not going to be able to do a lot of things. I'm probably going to be very busy. I'm not going to say what I'm going to do because it's very, I don't know, I don't think I need to tell anybody, really. Especially random people on the internet. Oh wow, look at that. You already got some moss. That's cool. But yeah, my last year in high school, I did not care. My last year was, I hated it. Not because of homework or anything like that. It was for other reasons that are kind of personal, but yeah. High school is just stupid, dude. For me, it was, at least. I mean, I'm not saying... Like, we had these principals, these 2 new principals that were so stupid. It was such a shit show, because, like, okay, what happened was that one of the principals ended up retiring one year, and then the next... I don't remember what it was. It was really weird. It was like one of the principals retired, and then a new principal came in, and then they were a principal for a very short period of time, and then all of a sudden we got these 2 new principals who are from the city nearby, because I live in a small town in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. This is the most, like, boring town ever. And that's why I want to get out of here. I want to get out of this stupid town, because there's nothing going on here. It's so boring, dude. Like, I swear to God, there's nothing here. And, well, now that I'm an adult, I can pretty much do that, but yeah. Times are changing, and life just keeps on getting weirder and weirder. That's all I have to say. I still talk to my friends from high school. Sometimes. Not all the time, but we still try to go out and do stuff. So, that's always nice. Hey there. This guy might actually fuck me up, because I'm not... Oh, he's smart. Okay. Oh my god. There's like 4 of you guys. What the hell? Okay, how was there 4 of you guys? What the fuck? Okay, I don't know if I got... I don't think I have Monster Hunter. Oh yeah, since I am on hard mode, I think the zombie reaches, like, really far. So I'm gonna have to be... Or maybe it's not. Cause, okay, it's weird, because on my friend's server, the zombies can reach you from, like, fucking 4 blocks away. It's kind of insane. This survival series, I don't know how long it's going to last. If I had to guess, it's probably gonna last like another couple months maybe until spring. and during spring, I'm probably not gonna be able to upload like anything, if I had to guess. I don't know, I might be able to, but I might not, because I'm going to be very busy, like I said. Most likely, hopefully. That's my plan. At least. But I had a different job, and I hated it because I wanted to get out of that job really bad. I hated that job. And it wasn't because I wasn't doing good at my job. It was just because, like, I don't know. It was because I was bored of it, and there was some people there that I didn't really like, and I was working there for such a long time. I just wanted to get it over with already. I was so done with that job. I just want to get out. So as soon as I found another job, I quit. And well, I'm still unemployed actually. But hopefully that will change pretty soon. I'm surprised I haven't died yet. This is probably the best I've ever done actually in this game. Because usually I suck at this game, dude. Like, I swear to God. Or maybe it's because I'm so used to, like, the enemies. I mean, the fucking skeleton. Like, Jesus Christ. He's worse than the creeper, dude. Like, I swear to God. Oh, look, emerald. But yeah, the skeletons are bad. Skeletons are really bad in this game. Like, oh, look at that. Okay, yeah, fuck this. I'm getting out. There's no way I'm fighting that guy. He could easily kill me. I don't even have any food. Like, I have all this shit on me. But I got no food. I need food. Okay, maybe I will kill him. If I feel confident enough. Okay. We're just gonna... So what I do is I circle around them. It doesn't always work. Because if you circle around them, it makes it harder for them to shoot at you. But, I don't know, I still get hurt a lot. Because, see, he did, like, over half my health. And I have copper armor on, by the way. Well, which I mean, like, you know, that's not the best armor, but it's something. At least. It's better than leather, if I had to guess. It's probably better than leather. Like, slightly better. It's, like, slightly worse than iron. Okay, I'm gonna cover that, because that's annoying me. But, yeah. The skeletons in this game, I swear to God, they're way too OP in this game. Skeletons are just a menace. But, I mean, at least they're not fucking, like, phantoms and shit. Because phantoms are the worst. Phantoms are a goddamn abomination. And I don't think anybody disagrees with me. Whose idea was it to bring the fucking phantom into the mob vote? Like, well, we all obviously didn't know what the phantom was going to be when we voted for it. We just thought it was a cool mob. But god damn it, it is the worst mob in the game by far. Like, what a useless fucking mob. Like, if I did a Minecraft mob tier list, the Phantom would have its own tier. And it would be like the worst tier. That's where I put the Phantom. Fucking useless hot garbage. That's what the Phantom is. Such a weird mob, too. It's like... When I play on my friend's server, you know, a lot of times like, we're already at the end game. We already got all the end game gear, full netherite, everything. But, like, we don't sleep, so a lot of times, or like one of us doesn't sleep. And it got so bad because, you know, on a server, nobody sleeps, basically. That's usually how it is. And if you don't know how it works, is that when you play on multiplayer Minecraft, everybody has to sleep for the day to pass. Well, it got so bad that we had to add a mod that just makes it so only one person has to sleep to make the day pass. That's how bad it got. So if you add a mob that is so goddamn bad that you need a fucking mod to play the game, then you really fucked up. So it's pretty goddamn embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. But I still love this game. I am so addicted to this game, it is unreal. I've been addicted to this game, like, for a month now, I'd say. I've been playing for like a straight month. Haven't played any other game. I mean, I played beta Minecraft, but like, I haven't really played any other game besides Minecraft. I mean, I played Alumeria, which is a new indie game that's being developed, but like, that's about it. That's all I played. That's pretty much about it. So that's all I do, is play this game and get pissed off at the fucking block monster. Cause, yeah. That's what I do. I play this game, get mad at the stupid block monster guy, and, yell at him. We're finding a lot of coal. We unearthed the gold mine of coal in this cave. Which is perfect for me, because that means I don't have to waste any wood to make charcoal. Speaking of charcoal, I just discovered that you can make charcoal in beta. Which I thought was like, okay, that's kind of OP, if you think about it, but it's also really nice. I mean, hey, I'm not complaining about it. But I just think it's really OP that you can make charcoal in beta. Because that means I don't have to go mining for coal. I don't have to worry about that. I actually had this... I came up with this strategy in beta where I basically... I don't know if anyone else has done it, so... can't say that I came up with... Okay. Shit. That was terrible. Where the fuck did I even die? I really want to use the minimap, but at the same time I don't. Because that was just stupid. Okay, fine, I'll bring it up. Where the hell was I? Oh, I must have crossed. Okay. I think I might have went this way. Anyways, what was I fucking talking about? Oh yeah. So I came up with this strategy of mining where I bring one diamond pick with me, a bunch of torches, like as many torches as I can, and a bunch of sticks, because the reason why in a crafting table, and the reason why is so that when my diamond pick breaks, I can make another diamond pickaxe with the sticks. And if I want to, I can make more torches as well, but I never made any more torches. But that's how I did it, and I think I had, like... I had a stack in, like, 20 diamonds, at least, after that, and I was mining for a long-ass time. But yeah, that was a pretty successful mining adventure. Look at that. Is that the clouds that are making it look like that? It looks so weird. Huh. Anyways, I think I was over here, maybe. I think I was over there, actually, because that's where the jungle is. So I'm just gonna swim way over there. I don't want my stuff to despawn. Because I literally just... I literally just got all that stuff. And that's all I have, is that stuff, so... I mean, I could start over if I wanted to, but... That was pretty dumb of me. I wasn't watching where I was going. But yeah, I woke up today at a pretty bad time, 7 in the morning. I never really wake up at 7 in the morning. And it was terrible because, you know, I didn't get enough sleep, most likely. I'm just using this so I can get my stuff back. So I know I saw a lush cave. Like, I know I was in that area, but for some reason it's just not showing, like, if I would have been in that area, I would have had those chunks loaded over there already, right? So is it a different lush cave that I haven't seen before? Or no, okay, I recognize this. Recognize this area. So maybe I can find my stuff. Or maybe... Oh wait, I think this is it right here. Yeah, this is it right here. Okay, what are my coordinates? Let's just, like, take a screenshot of that so I know where I am. That way I don't have to spend all this time coming back here. Alright. Let's go down. Oh boy, this is going to be a little... We might have some company coming down here. Oh god, this is a bad idea. This was a bad idea. Yeah. This was not a good idea. Okay. Shit, there's a fucking creeper. What the hell is that thing down there? Do you guys see? Oh wait, there's a fucking ancient city! Holy shit! Okay. Creeper, this is not the fucking time. If there was a hole behind me, I would have died again. I can't believe I found an ancient city, though. Like, what the fuck? This seed is ridiculous, dude. I feel like I cheated. I feel like I cheated by picking this seed. Because this is a pretty decent seed, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there's my torches. Now I can see. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Can you guys just, like, can you do me a favor and just fall off the cliff? Okay, there we go. Watch rotten flesh. Okay, 10. It might be good then. Just don't fall down now. Man, I've never seen an ancient city before. Like, I've never seen one in survival. In my own survival world, I should say, actually. So it's pretty cool to see one. Yeah, there's a bunch of clay here. This is my coal. Let's get rid of the dirt. I don't need dirt. Yeah, this lush cave is pretty nice because it just has a bunch of light sources everywhere, but mobs are still gonna spawn everywhere. I mean, that's not gonna change. There we go. Yeah, I think I picked up that gunpowder. Okay. Let's mine here real quick before we get one shot by something. I hear something. I don't know what. Lapis. Iron. More iron. Hopefully we get enough to make a full set of iron armor and tools. That would be very nice. So I don't have to keep running around everywhere. Hey there! I wish I had a bucket on me. I could make one, but I just don't feel like it right now, I guess. You know what? Why don't I make a bucket? I mean, he doesn't even have to go anywhere. I can just keep him in my inventory. As long as I have him. So, let me just... Okay, I don't know why I placed a fucking crafting table on it. Okay. Let's just smelt some of this iron. Right now, we're surviving off rotten flesh. Good times. Get rid of this disgusting granite. Disgusting! I'm just kidding. I don't care if you use granite. I just don't like it. I wouldn't use it personally. Okay. Are you still there? Fucking creeper over there. You can't have him. Well, okay. He's... What the fuck? Why can't I grab you? Why can't I grab you? What is going on? Do I have to, like, shift on you or some shit? What is going on? Why can't I grab the fucking axolotl? What am I doing wrong? I'm just grabbing water out of... Okay, you... Why can I not grab this fucking axolotl? Where are you going? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Hey there, buddy. Come over here, you shithead. Okay, whatever. At least he didn't kill you. He could have, though. You're really close. Okay, yeah, you can't get out of there now. Okay, how the fuck do I get you in a bucket? I don't understand. Because I clicked on you like 5 times in a bucket. Do I have to like trap you in water? Is that... Oh, he can just walk over stuff. What the fuck? Hold on, I need to look this up because I seriously am not understanding what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so what I believe I have to do is I have to get a bucket of water first. There we go. Okay. That's weird, but it works. So now we got our first little friend with us. If I die and he despawns, if I lose him, it's game over. I don't want drip leaf. I don't want clay. I'll get all that shit later. Uh, let's just make ourselves... Get rid of that. Get rid of that. What the fu- Okay. These fucking creepers cannot sneak up on me like this. I mean, I know they're supposed to do that. Like, that's the whole point of the creeper. But it really is... Just like, it really isn't good for me. Come on. Get this over with already. Oh, there's a seed over there. There's quite a few seeds, actually. I probably don't have to grab these, honestly, because, like, I can just steal from a village. Which, I feel like that's cheating, actually. Stealing from a village, it is so easy to steal shit from a village. And there's this guy I watch, who plays a lot of, like, old Minecraft. He doesn't really play modern that often. Like, that's the whole point of his channel, is he plays old Minecraft. And he says that he feels like villages are way too common. And I don't disagree with him at all. I fully agree with him. Like, why? And it has, like, all the good shit in it. It's got, like, iron... Sometimes it has, like, iron tools in it, which is just insane. Like, why not? I don't know. It's just ridiculous. I feel like if they were to balance the village, they would have to replace the iron tools. First of all, make the villages rare. Like, don't make them super easy to find. Like, make them somewhat rare, because villagers, they're like end game, basically. And if you get them early game, then that's huge, because that means you can get mending, like, really fast. Right? And that's another thing, is, like, mending is so OP. And the Minecraft meta has been different for so long. Ever since mending came out, like, it's just become so easy. But the other thing is, like, you know, it's kind of annoying to... Okay, I don't want to get fucked up by you. I wish you checked your sword. Anyways, yeah, it's a kind of annoying sometimes to keep on, you know, having to keep track of all that shit. Keep track of all your, like, mending tools so they don't break or whatever. That's why, you know... Okay, I have another crafting table. I probably don't need this one. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah. I was talking about mending. Oh, yeah. It's just... Yeah, it's just easy. It's so easy to get stuff in this game. It's way too easy. And, you know, people play on hard mode because... Like I'm doing right now, because we need to get, like, the best villager trades in whatever. So... It makes me sound like a hypocrite if I'm complaining about the game being too easy, but I'm doing things to make the game easier for me. Well, the game has that shit already in it, so, like, if... That's... See, that's the thing, like, am I really a hypocrite for saying all that when the game already has that stuff in it, where I can just, like, do stuff to make my life easier? Like, that's why they have it in the game. It's not cheating, is it? I don't think it is. I'm really tempted to grab that iron. But anyways, yeah, it's not really. I don't really think it's cheating. It's the person who made the game. It's their fault. It's not mine that the game is so easy. Apparently. Okay, I have a lot of good stuff on me, so I'll just get rid of that. I need to get out of these caves, actually, because, like, I have so much stuff that I need to put away. But yeah, I just think that, you know, villages, they definitely need to nerf them. It is so stupidly easy to find diamonds now. It's kind of insane. Like, if I'm playing endgame Minecraft, like, I got all the best stuff. Fully enchanted netherite gear, everything. And if I go caving for, like, less than an hour, I can get more than a stack of diamond ore. That's the diamond ore. That's not even the diamonds themselves. I get, like, fucking probably, like, 5 stacks of diamonds from that. Because of my fortune pickaxe. So, it's kind of insane. But if you were to do that in beta, or the older versions of Minecraft before they, like, completely changed everything about caving, then it would have taken you, like, endgame wise, it probably would have taken you like 4 hours maybe to get that much diamonds, if I had to guess. 3 to 4 hours probably, because it takes me like an hour to get a stack of diamonds in beta, and I already got diamond tools, but there's no enchantments. So, which, I mean, hey, I think enchantments are actually cool. But did they implement them right? I don't know. That's not me. That's not for me to debate. I just think the enchantments are pretty cool because they make certain things better. I think Silk Touch is... That's obviously a really cool enchantment because it lets you have blocks, like, way easier. Like, blocks that were unattainable before. You can have ender chests. I think ender chests are a really cool concept. They're definitely an endgame item. But, yet again, the Ender Dragon fight is it's really easy. Like, I could probably go fight the Ender Dragon right now and beat him. Even though I really suck at this game. I really suck at fighting the Ender Dragon. You can cheese it, though. I know that. But yeah, the Ender chests, they're definitely like an endgame island, endgame thing. But you can beat this game in like 20 minutes, I'm pretty sure. That's the fastest anyone has ever beat this game. It's like 20 minutes, I believe. Probably less than that now. If I had to guess, it's like 20 minutes, but that's how easy this game is, dude. It's like kind of insane. So, yeah. Okay, let's... Oh, God. Please stop! Okay. You know what? This is horse shit. I am not gonna fucking deal with that dumb bullshit. What the fuck are the chances of a goddamn skeleton spawning on the surface of the cave, mind you, while it's daytime, and then he starts shooting you off the goddamn cliff? Like, that is such bullshit. That is so stupid. Is he still there? Yeah, he's still there. What the fuck? And he's gonna kill me. Dude, I'm telling you, dude, this game is bullshit. Here I was, just talking about how easy this fucking game was, and this goddamn skeleton from God knows where. Came out of somebody's fucking ass, I guess. Seriously, how the hell did he spawn? There's nowhere. He was close to the surface. He spawned like up there. I know that for a fact. There's no reason for him to be here. Literally, zero. Okay, let's not do this shit. I don't want to die. God, that was so stupid. Okay. I almost died. That could have very well ended everything there. You can't get to me, you dumb bitch. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. I don't have like any food still. I'm still very broke. I need to set up camp somewhere. I just don't know where. I can't find a good spot, I guess. I don't know why I picked this seed. I think I just picked this seed because I saw all the biomes and stuff nearby, and I'm like, oh, that looks nice. But there's barely any plains biomes. I mean, I could always set up shop in the forest. But, you know, it's gonna take forever to burn all those trees down or to get rid of those trees. Okay. Finally on the surface here. More iron. Okay. We're definitely not setting up here because this is a terrible place. This place is dog shit. So we're gonna set up somewhere else. Let's bring some bamboo with us actually because that'll be nice. I'm trying to avoid the village as much as possible because of what I said earlier. Like, I really don't... I'm only gonna mess with the villagers later. I will, you know, I will kidnap them eventually, but not now. Which, can I just say that's a weird... That's a really weird thing that you can do in this game. You can... Like, you have to literally enslave villagers in this game. That is the most efficient way to play this game, is to enslave the fucking villagers. Which look like people. So it's like, it's pretty much like the same thing as enslaving humans, if you think about it. I don't know if I want to get rid of that gunpowder, because gunpowder is pretty valuable, actually. Until I get a creeper farm. Which, I don't know if I will, because, like... I don't know, I never made a creeper farm before. Okay, this is some really fucked up terrain. Like, what is this? This terrain kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's all like hilly terrain, it's not... None of this is flat, I don't know. Maybe if I go near spawn, I'll find a nice place. Skeleton nearby. There's no way in hell I'm setting up here. This place sucks for a house. You could probably set up on the stony shore. I mean, that would be nice. I'd have so much stone. Like, you wouldn't believe. Okay, where is spawn from here? I believe we're going it. No, we're not going in that direction, actually. This is spawn over here. No. Where's spawn? I'm like 500 blocks away. Okay, over here is spawn, like way over here. Okay. Well, that's all I needed really from that area was the bamboo. And now I'm good. I'm really lazy in this game. It's kind of pathetic. I have a fucking stick auto crafter in my friend's world, on my friend's server, which is like, that's pretty goddamn lazy, isn't it? Wouldn't you agree that that's pretty lazy? To have an auto crafter make sticks for you because you don't want to make sticks? Like, come on. That is so ridiculous. I really want to have a base on this island. Because I don't know if you've seen, but we're basically on this huge island right here. This huge island. It kind of looks like a crab claw, which is why I like this seed. But I want to set up here because this island has like, yeah, it has like all the different wood types. Well, most of them. It has dark oak. I know there's a spot somewhere that has taiga, but we haven't seen that yet. And there's a jungle biome nearby. There's also a bamboo forest, which is really nice. The only downside about this seed is I haven't found a pale forest, pale garden, not a pale forest. I haven't found a pale garden in this seed, so that's the only downside really. And then that's fine, I guess. You know what's funny? I never had a pen of pigs in this game, even though, because like all the pigs, the only thing you do with pigs, literally, is eat them. That's all you do. There's nothing else to do with them. Sheep and cows, they are so useful. I always have a farm for both of those. But pigs, like, what am I gonna do with a pig? I'm gonna ride the pig? Okay, that's cool. Until it's not. Like, what the fuck? Pigs are so useless. Like, you could probably get an achievement from riding a pig, but I don't really care. I don't need an achievement. I'm not a Minecraft completionist. I just try to play the game for fun, and I try to get better at building, because I suck at building in this game. That's part of the reason why I'm trying to avoid building a house, because, like, I really don't want to build a house, man. I am not good at building. I really am not. We have to walk. Oh my god. Can I go? You know what? Before we do anything, actually, we really need to sleep. So let's go ahead and get a bed. That bee fucking scared me. Jesus. Okay. Let's go ahead and sleep. Yay! First time we ever slept in this game. Yay. Wow. We're on like day 3 or something. That's the first time I ever slept. Just so you guys know, this is probably going to be a longer video because, like, I got up really early in the morning to do this, so I'm gonna have a lot of time. So, yeah. Which is a good thing. For me, I might actually split this video into multiple videos if I feel like it, because of how long it's gonna be. So, I don't know, I might do that. And then I just don't have to worry about uploading for another day or whatever. Guys, sorry about that. Do you know what really pisses me off about Discord? This is my number one gripe with Discord, and it pisses me off so much. I'm sure you guys can agree with me, and it's that if you are in a voice chat, if you're in a voice call, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I don't care, and you are talking with your friends, and you're using a Bluetooth headset, all the audio, like, compresses. All the fucking audio compresses. Everything sounds like dog shit. And I hate it. Discord needs to fix their shitty, like, program, whatever the fuck. They just need to fix it. It's so stupid. It's so horseshit. Like, there's so many people that use Bluetooth headphones now. Like, that's the new normal. Or, I don't know if I should say new norm, but it's just like, it's so... It makes your life so much easier, is what I'm trying to say. Using Bluetooth headphones. So why the hell are they making it harder for us to use Bluetooth headphones? And now I've become used to using headphones that are plugged in. But the issue with cords and shit is that they get everywhere and they get in my way. Sometimes I accidentally unplug them. It's not good. That's why I want to use Bluetooth. And the Bluetooth sometimes even sounds better. In my opinion, my Bluetooth sounds pretty good, but it's like a Discord issue, you know? It's so stupid. Discord just needs to fix their bullshit. It's so dumb. Like, most people nowadays probably use a Bluetooth headset, if I had to guess. I'd say probably about half the people on this planet that have a headset use Bluetooth. Because it's so nice to use, and you can find them anywhere. You could buy a Bluetooth headset on Amazon for like $20, probably. So... Look at this weird, like, luck that I'm having. I mean, I even got a brown sheep to spawn. Like, what are the chances? Pretty sure brown sheep are pretty rare. But yeah, what are the chances, man? That's just crazy. Now all these sheep are spawning. After I had terrible luck. I don't think I'm too close to the village from here. This is actually a pretty decent area here. You get a big view of the island over there. I think that's the island in the middle, because this is like a crab claw. Yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty decent area right here. I might set up my house here. It is just asking to be a house. You know, I'm gonna use this instead. I'm only gonna use my sword to fight mobs. That's how I'm gonna do it for a while. I say that, and then I'm probably not gonna do that. And it's gonna make me look like a huge hypocrite, so... Yeah. Yep. You know what's funny? On my friend's server, the seed that we had was so bad. Like, I think you spawned in a dark oak. This big-ass dark oak forest. And there were so many dark oak forests at spawn. It was kind of insane. And then, if you went south, the entire, like, there's this huge-ass snowy plains. It was insane. It was all cold biomes. It was this huge circle that was like thousands of blocks. It was nothing but snow. So when I joined my friend's world or my friend's server, I should say, for the first time, I was trying to find a place far away from my friends to set up. Because I didn't know if they were gonna grief my base or something, but they didn't, thankfully. My friends are not that mean. I mean, some of them are a little bit mean when they play video games, but it's like, it's whatever, who cares. But anyways, I traveled like, I don't even know how far away my base was. I traveled so far, and then I found this random biome I've never seen before, and it's called the Windswept Gravelly Hills. I don't know if you guys ever heard it, but it's called the Windswept Gravelly Hills. And it's basically like a bunch of gravel hills. I mean, it's that's what it is. It's in the name. But that biome kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that biome, I had the genius idea to set up my base there. I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking. I think it was because I wanted to, like, live in the mountains or something. But for some reason, I had the genius idea to make a massive house in the middle of the hills, in the middle of the mountains. So, what I did is I made this huge-ass house, and I made the roof, like, as big as I could. And the roof took me so long to make, because it was all made out of stairs. And I was still using copper tools. And on top of that, the other issue that I was having was, for some reason, I was having so many goddamn stupid pillager patrols. Like, I swear to God, every 20 minutes, there was a pillager patrol spawning. It was so annoying. And it just prevented me from, like, finishing my roof. And it was because, apparently, there was 2 stupid pillager outposts. 2 pillager outposts nearby my base, somehow. And I had no idea where they were, because they were kind of far away, actually. It was like hundreds of blocks away from my house. But there's still so many stupid pillager patrols spawning. It was so annoying. It was such a shit show. And I honestly still don't know why I thought that was a good idea. I just made the game like 10 times harder for me for no reason. Why is this tree... Is there another fucking oak block up there? See, this is why I hate these trees. They're so stupid. They have these oak logs in, like, the shittiest places that you'll never find. And then the tree will never decay because it's such a hassle. And you have to, like, dig around the fucking tree. I hate these trees. They're so stupid. Always such a huge headache to, like, deal with these stupid big-ass trees. Like, there's no oak log there. It's just taking forever to decompose or whatever, to decay. I don't know why I said decompose. I mean, I guess it's the same thing if you think about it, but whatever. Anyways, yeah. I love this game, and I also hate it at the same time. It's a love-hate relationship. That's pretty much about every game I play, like Hearts of Iron 4. I haven't played that game in a really long time. And you know what? Honestly, I think Paradox needs to stop with this stupid, like... I know they're not going to do it because they're a corporation. Well, I don't know if they're actually a corporation, but they're a company. They're a company, and they are going to maximize profits as much as they can, and they don't give a shit. So, does it really matter? No, it doesn't. Because they're not going to stop, and people are still going to buy their shitty DLCs. keep in mind, Hearts of Iron 4 is like a $40 game. And then on top of that, the DLCs are probably going to cost you like $200 if I had to guess. $200 for all the DLCs right now. So you're paying about like $250 fucking dollars for this stupid ass game. Paradox, you need to like actually eventually I hope I don't know if this is going to happen. I hope it's going to happen. But eventually I hope to God people are going to get tired of Paradox's DLCs being so goddamn pricey, and they're gonna stop playing Hearts of Iron 4 because Paradox keeps pricing their fucking DLCs like way too much, and people are gonna stop buying DLCs. And honestly, I feel like there might be a very good chance that that's going to happen because there's a lot of people who, you know, who have said they're not satisfied with the recent DLCs because they're way overpriced for what they're actually worth. I mean, that's literally every single like Hoi 4 DLC, right? But the thing is like, come on, you gotta at least try to make the DLC decent. You gotta at least, like, don't just give it like one, like, we added focus trees for like 3 nations. $40. Yeah, fuck you. I can play a mod for free that has more goddamn content than that. It's such a scam. Anyways, tangent aside, yeah, corporate greed sucks. Always has sucked. Nothing's changed about corporate greed. Like, it's always been the same. Make the most money as you can, fuck over as many people as you can, all in the name of making money. That's always how it's been. It's always gonna be that way. There's nothing... Like, communism... I'm sorry, I'm getting really political now. I'm getting really political now, but... you know, communism isn't going to solve that. Even though that's the entire, like... idea behind it. Communism is just not, like, that's not realistic. It's not going to happen. Because if you don't know what it is, communism in its full form is a moneyless, classless, stateless society. That is never going to happen. Never. That is actual, like, fiction. And I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. Like, that's reality. That's never going to happen. There's never going to be a moneyless, classless, stateless society. There's always going to be, like... there's always going to be the person in power, right? In a communist nation who has a communist revolution, the dictator is never going to give up power. That's never going to happen. That's just what the reality is. Because there's like so many people that trust the dictator that, oh, he's going to bring about the revolution. He's going to, you know, everything the dictator's doing, he's doing it in the name of communism. No, he's not. He doesn't give a shit about you. That's not how it works. And I know, you know, there's a lot of people who are like, well, they're just not doing communism right. Okay, but, like, do you know a single goddamn person in history that has ever done communism, like, the correct way? Because I don't. No one has ever given up power. No one has ever... Like, even if they have given up power, it was probably only for a brief amount of time, just so they could be dictator again. Like, it's never... been a prolonged period of the workers having power, because that's what communism should have been. It should have been the workers have power. That was part of that was part of the the revolution, was that the workers were supposed to have power and a say. And at first they do in the revolution, but then once the person leading the revolution, he always becomes the fucking dictator. He always becomes the one that ends up telling everybody what to do. And he always becomes the one that's like, where everyone's like, oh, he's doing it in the name of communism. That's why he killed like 1 million people. So it's like, who cares? What do you mean, who cares? It doesn't excuse anything. Like, it's so stupid. That's why it's like, it's just never going to happen. Like, seriously. I mean, the idea is nice to think about, like, not having any money, any class, or any government. Like, that's a good idea. But, like, the way that they're doing it just seems, I don't know, to, like, no one's ever gotten to that point. And it'll probably never get to that point, because that's not how humans work. That's not how human nature is. And you're not going to convince me that, oh, I'm going to be the one that's going to, give power to the workers and create a moneyless, stateless class of society. No, you won't. That's bullshit. Even if you do try to do that, it's going to take so long to get to that point that you are probably going to be dead before you see true communism. And then who's going to be your successor? The workers? Like, who knows? It's an extremely idealistic ideology, and I just don't think it's ever going to work. It's like, yeah, like I said, it vouches for good things, right? Ideally, like, good things. Well, I shouldn't say all of them are good, because, I'm not trying to get too political. I mean, well, I don't know why I'm saying that right now, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not trying to get too political and say what my views are, but I'm just saying, like, it sounds good to most people, like, what they're trying to achieve, but they never achieve it. They never do. That's just simply the facts. That's just how it is. And it's sad, but it's true. I don't think I ever told you guys about my, like, political views or anything like that, but I don't know, I guess that's one of them. I guess it's not too political. Like, there's a lot of people that, like, I don't think that's a very controversial opinion to have, really. I don't know that many people that think that communism is actually going to be, I mean, like, nowadays, like, I don't know anyone personally speaking that thinks that communism is a realistic goal, like, that it's going to actually happen. Because we all know it's not going to happen. Like, history is just gonna repeat itself again. And I'm not saying that, like, oh, communism is stupid because it'll never get done. What I'm saying is that I'm saying it's unrealistic, right? It's extremely unrealistic because of how human nature is. That's just the simple facts. And if people can't accept that, then well, boo-hoo, I guess. Too bad. That's just reality. I'm not trying to be mean, but that's literally what the reality is. There will probably never be, you know, anything like that. So, and it's just unfortunate. But it's true. But the things that they do in the name of it is, like, you know, it's very, oftentimes, very, questionable. Because they do, you know, we've always seen in history that they do very terrible things. And it's always in the name of communism, apparently. Well, that's bullshit. It's just an excuse. It's just a power grab, basically, when they say shit like that. Like, we all know it's BS. We're not stupid. Well, I should say, most people aren't stupid. Maybe not if you live in a quote-unquote communist country. Not actually, I'm not saying actually communist, because, I mean, nobody says this shit, but, like, countries that say that they're communist, they're not actually communist. They're really not. And it's true. Because it's what I said. Like, it's moneyless, stateless classes, and that's never going to happen. That's just simply the facts. Oh, I'm really running low on food. I'm gonna have to kill that pig. Those cow over here too. Anyways, I didn't make this video to rant about politics and whatever, but I need to start thinking about what I want my base to look like, and I'm thinking about making my base out of dark oak, because I have so much of it. And I know that's like, oh, that's what everyone does. They want to make their base out of the dark oak and shit. I don't know, maybe I'll make it out of oak. Because I haven't done that in a long time. I haven't made a base out of oak wood before. Well, I definitely have, but like not a good looking base. See, that's the thing with me is, I never started seriously playing Minecraft. I never really knew what I was doing until, I want to say, like a couple years ago. I never really understood how to really play the game and all the little things about the game. Like, I never knew about villagers and trading with them and stuff like that. I found out about that stuff like way after. And I was like, that just like changed my world completely when I found out that you could trade with villagers and get like really OP shit and stuff like that. Well, I knew you could trade with villagers, it's just that I never knew the type of stuff you could get from them, right? I never knew you could get mending and stuff like that. I never knew how to be good at the game, or know how to progress, basically. So, but now I do. So. I figured it's just about time that I start playing the game. And, you know, like playing the game normally, Java edition. And that's another thing I want to talk about for a little bit, is that, like, you know, everyone's been talking about it. They feel that Microsoft and Mojang are just gonna get rid of Java Edition at some point. I really hope that doesn't happen. But, you know, with the way that things are going, and how corporations just get greedier and greedier day by day, like, I just, you know, it feels like it's probably going to happen. Like, they're gonna get rid of it because it's not profitable. They're not making any money off Java Edition other than buying the base game. They can't, like, sell you marketplace shit or anything like that's what Bedrock has. Bedrock has marketplace. Java doesn't. And that's another big reason why people like Java more than Bedrock, because of the stupid marketplace and how much they shove the marketplace down your throat. It's really annoying. But speaking of Bedrock, I haven't even played Bedrock in a while. I actually, when I started my Bedrock world, that was like, I feel like that was a year ago now. Now I think about it. So that was a pretty good amount of time. I'm not gonna lie. But I still haven't gotten very far in that game. I still, like, my house still looks pretty bad. I wasn't very good at building either. Like, I'm still not very good at building. That's all, like, that's basically my #1 goal in this game right now, is just to get better at building and try to build these huge things. I mean, obviously I don't have to, but I don't know, I just want to do that. Like, I think that would be cool to build these massive structures and then be satisfied with it. You know? But, I mean, the thing is about Minecraft is, like, a lot of times you see what other people build, and then you're like, oh, I don't build that good. And it's very demotivating for a lot of people, including myself. It just makes me feel like, you know, I can't ever build anything right or whatever. Even though you know that's not true. Like, you know how to build stuff. It's just that you're not building that crazy, you know, or that good as someone else does on the internet. And it's like, it's such a toxic way of thinking, but it's true. Okay, there we go. I was wondering if I was going to get a sapling. I might use striped oak logs if I feel like it. One of the things that my friend did, which I thought was super clever, used the new shelf blocks as a... He made it into like a chair instead of, you know, people usually did trapdoors or like a door. Like, that's how usually people did it, but he used shelf blocks, and those actually work because they actually look like a chair. They don't have like the door handle or anything like that. So that, like, the shelves, those are gonna be the new chairs, basically, because they don't look bad. Like a slab, 2 shelves, and 2 signs, that's a chair right there. You know, one thing I don't like about the new update, I will admit, the copper golems are a pain in my ass. I like the concept of them. They don't really do much. They don't really serve that much of a purpose, to be honest. Other than to, like, sort stuff for you. Like, that's literally all they do. It's kind of sad. I mean, you can use them for decoration, too. But that's about it. It's kind of... They have, like, They have a very sad existence. But that's kind of the truth. But when I started messing with copper golems for the first time in survival, I didn't really know what I was doing. And so I tried to copy my friend's, like, copper golem setup. But the copper golems were, like... I had 9 double chests, right? Because that's what everyone does. For maximum efficiency. Because they can only check up to, like, 10 chests for some reason. It's very weird. But they're being such a pain in the ass, because... Their AI is, like, super weird. They need to fix it or something. Because how they did it is, like, for some reason, the copper golem, he'll only check the chest that's nearest to him. And it's so broken, because if... Like, okay, so how the copper golem works is that he'll grab an item from the copper chest, right? And he'll put that into another chest that he finds the same item in. But if he can't find that item, he'll put that item in an empty chest. So, for some stupid reason, somehow, my copper golems were, like, too close to the empty chest. So they were just putting, like... And for some reason, he kept on skipping the chests on top. Like, the double chests above him. On the very top, he kept on skipping them. Because somehow the stupid empty chest was closer to him. And so then all my items that I put in there were just being put in, like, the miscellaneous chest, or whatever. The excess materials, whatever you want to call it. Just all the random stuff. So, it was really bad. And it really pissed me off. And I was getting very frustrated, and I was really considering just not using them. Because they weren't even working the way they were supposed to. And I was using my friend's design, by the way. And his storage system seemed to be working just fine, but mine was not. And I've seen other people use his storage system too. Like, it wasn't just my friend that used it. It wasn't like a weird storage system that, like, nobody uses. Like, it was a pretty commonly used storage system that he had. It was just that for some reason my copper golems were too stupid to put the items in the chests above them. So what I had to do is I had to put them in minecarts instead. I put them on a minecart in a mud block. And I put fences around them. And it was so frustrating for me because I was trying to find just like a simple YouTube tutorial on a copper golem, like, storage system thing. Because I didn't really know how they worked entirely. Like, I knew that they sorted your items and all that. I just didn't know, you know, how they worked entirely. And it was so frustrating. And I couldn't find any... Like, I found one YouTube video on this random guy who was showing off how he set up his copper golems, and I just copied them because I didn't know what else to do. And it worked, thankfully. Thank God. But yeah, it was just frustrating. I unfortunately had to kill some of the copper golems. But, you know, maybe it was all worth it in the end. Maybe the real copper golems were the friends we made along the way. But anyways, yeah. It's just stupid. Also, can I just say, like, the new updates that Microsoft and Mojang are coming out with are just, they're just so weird. The new updates don't make any sense. Like, okay, I guess the spear is kind of cool. Like, a new weapon is cool. And the way it works is pretty cool, I feel like. But, you know, a lot of people were pissed off, I think, because the spear was broken. Well, no shit. Like, it wasn't a fully released item in the game. It's not even a thing yet, and people are pissed off about it. Like, what the fuck? Like, give them some time. It's so weird that people are like that. It's a really bad thing. You know, that fans of certain games, you know, they get really pushy and they're like, they need to update the game. They need to update the game. And then the developers, they just end up like, they come out with these really shitty updates that were half-assed because the stupid fans kept on pressuring them. It's like, don't listen to those people. They don't know what's good for you. It's so stupid. And this has happened with a lot of games before. It's very unfortunate. But if Minecraft stopped updating, I don't know if I would really care, to be honest. At this point, I don't know if I would really care. Because I can just play mods. And people will still make mods. If Minecraft stopped updating, I would assume that what would be happening is that instead of people stop playing, I mean, obviously, a lot of people would probably stop playing, right? But there'd still be a lot of people playing the game. And I would assume what would happen is a lot of people would make, like, a bunch of mods for the game. So instead of updates, we would just be playing these mods that are basically, like, continuation mods, if you think about it. There's a lot of those. Like, I know that a lot of old, very, very old versions of Minecraft, they have, like, these alternative development mods. Like, what if Notch or Microsoft or Mojang, whatever the fuck, kept on making Minecraft in the style of alpha or in dev? And then what if they added this mob, and what if they added this mechanic to the game, and this and that, and it's like, it just becomes a whole entirely new different game. And it's pretty cool what people can come up with. I know InDev Plus is a pretty cool game. That has a lot of content. What else is a good one? Better Than Adventure, that's a really big one. That one actually gives golden tools a use, which is really nice, because, like, you know, nobody uses gold. And gold is pretty hard to find. usually. So there's just no reason to have it other than to have a clock and like rails and stuff like that. That's the only real use it has, if you think about it. But what they did with the gold pickaxe is they made it so it has silk touch. So now it actually has a use. And I think that's very clever. Because, you know, they didn't have silk touch back then. And it would have been really cool if they did, because that would have meant they could have gotten blocks like stone. They could have gotten stone like way easier. They wouldn't have to waste so many resources. And the other thing is that they could get like all sorts of different blocks that they couldn't before. I mean, they could have, but it just would have been a huge pain in the ass to get them. Like, you could still use pistons and stuff to get certain blocks that you can't mine normally, if you know what I mean. Otherwise, yeah, good luck. There's no way in hell I would ever do that. Use pistons to get... Because people have used pistons in beta to, like, dig out ores out of the ground, like diamond ore and shit like that. There's no way in hell you could get me to do that. There's no way. That is such a pain in the ass. Like, why would I ever do that? That's just actual torture. The other thing, too, about beta is it's kind of broken because you can duplicate stuff in it, I'm pretty sure. It's very easy to duplicate things in beta. I mean, well, to be fair, you can still duplicate stuff in modern Minecraft. It's probably way easier to do it in modern, to be honest, because of how modern's progression system is. Since you can get, like, diamonds so fast, and you can, you know, you can probably get netherite in, like, 30 minutes. So, yeah, it's kind of broken, but whatever. How many saplings is this gonna drop? It doesn't look like a lot. Okay, that was 4. My god. I always just have enough, but never more. So I might have to end up going back out there again and collect more dark oak trees. You might be wondering why I'm getting so much wood. And, well, it's just because, like, I don't know how much wood I'm gonna need for my house. I don't even know what I want my house to be made out of yet. And I'm just gathering so much wood. The last house I made in survival, modern Minecraft, I should say. It was the big house that I made on my friend's server. And that was such a pain in the ass to make. And it doesn't even look that good. That's my biggest regret about it, is it looks like, I don't like it. It's a big box, basically, and it's made out of dark oak. It's made out of spruce. It's not that interesting. Like, I tried to make it look more interesting. It doesn't have a good interior. The interior sucks. And it's just this big empty space, basically. all this wasted space. It's just not good. I mean, I don't know, you could disagree with me. Maybe I'm being too hard on myself. But yeah, I'm not very proud of that build, because the amount of time I spent on it, and then the results are like, doesn't look very good. I probably should have done something else, you know. I could have done a lot of things in the amount of time it took me to build that stupid house. I could have probably beat the fucking game in the same amount of time. I probably could have gotten netherite in the same amount of time. Full set of netherite tools. Because I'm pretty sure I had diamonds, I just didn't want to use them. Speaking of diamonds, we haven't even found any yet, which is surprising. But that's probably because we just haven't explored that much, you know. Well, we found a deep dark, which is super cool, but... Or, I think it was an ancient city, actually. Because there was, like, a structure in there and stuff, so... Which is cool, because I've never found an ancient city by myself in single-player Java. But here we are. And I'm playing this stupid game once again that I have a terrible addiction to. But I don't care. I'm playing it anyways. There's nothing else for me to do, really. You know, there's so many things I want to do in this game, but at the same time, I know that I need to take a break from it, because it's just not healthy playing this game all the time. You know, there's a lot of people that spend an unhealthy amount of time playing video games. That doesn't excuse it. It definitely doesn't excuse it, right? It's just that, I don't know, I need to take a break from this game. I need to play a different game, or I need to, like, start reading a book or something. So I have all these books. I have so many books, and I always keep asking for more. But I don't read a lot of them. Like, most of the books I have are, like, history books. And I only read, like, one or two of them. I've only read one or two of them. One of the books I read that was really good, I never finished it, but it was really good. It was called Gulag by Anne Applebaum. And you can probably guess what that's about. It's basically, you know, it's about the Gulag. And if you don't know what the Gulag was, it was like this system that the Russians had, or the Soviets had, where basically if you did something that they didn't like, or that they didn't agree with, they would send you to this labor camp where you were forced to do labor. Hey there. And Stalin was very infamous for that. And I just want to be clear, Stalin did not make the Gulag. And it wasn't the KGB either. It was actually, it was strange, because you'd think that it was the KGB, right? Because they were like the secret Russian police back then. But it wasn't them either. There's actually another secret police, if you don't know this, and they are called the NKVD. And they're the ones that actually started the Gulag. So, you can blame them for all that. I mean, that doesn't excuse anything that Stalin did, obviously, but politics aside, like, it's pretty interesting to learn about. I read that book in high school. It was a pretty good read. I definitely recommend reading it. It tells you a lot of. I will say, like, if you don't like reading screwed up stuff, like if you're very squeamish to that, don't read it if you're squeamish, because there's a lot of screwed up stuff in it. I'm not gonna say what any of it is because it's not good. But yeah, they did a lot of screwed up stuff in the Gulag. So yeah, that's all you need to know. If you want to find out, you can read it. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I for a long time, especially in high school, this is gonna sound super cringy and stupid, but I had this stupid phase where I was obsessed with like Soviet history. Like, okay, usually they have the obsession with German history, right? And they have the obsession with the Kaiser. They have an obsession with the German Empire and all that. Like, I had that phase too, right? And I got over it. I'm not obsessed with it anymore. I still like to learn about it, but I'm not obsessed with it anymore. But the first, like, history phase I had, it was with Soviet history, and I became obsessed with the Russian Revolution. I read a book about it, even if I skipped half the words, I still read it. I still thought it was interesting. I'm not a very good reader. I tried a close read, which is basically close reading is basically like actually reading a book. It's like looking at the words and actually visualizing what is happening and knowing what the words are, not just like looking at the words, you know? Because there's a difference. But anyways, yeah. I would say reading is good for you, and a lot of people still do read, which is a good thing. I don't see it happen all the time, but, you know, I would say it was probably only a couple people outside of my friend group in our grade in high school that actually read a lot of books. I had a lot of friends that read a lot of books in school, I should say. And I don't know if other people just weren't interested in reading books anymore, or if they just didn't do it at school. But if there was nothing else to do, you were either on your phone, or I guess you were reading a book. So, I wanted to read a book because I wanted to learn about history. That was my favorite thing. It still is my favorite thing. But recently, actually scratch that. Back to my thing about my obsession. Yeah, my obsession was really bad. I became obsessed with Vladimir Lenin. I saved a lot of pictures of Soviet propaganda from back then on my Chromebook. It was really stupid and cringy. I don't know why. I don't know what was wrong with me. It was just a stupid phase I was going through. I don't know. I didn't support any of his ideas, obviously. It was just that sounds like bullshit, but seriously, I was just obsessed with the guy for some reason. I don't know why. And obviously he did have a cult of personality. So I'm not saying that excuses anything. Like, it wasn't just... Like, Stalin, if you don't even know who Lenin is, he was the first Soviet leader. It wasn't Stalin. Stalin was the second, because Lenin died of natural causes. And Trotsky, he could have been the next guy in charge, but he wasn't, because Stalin... Basically what Stalin did is he made everybody hate Trotsky, and then Trotsky was exiled from the Soviet Union, and Stalin became super paranoid, and he thought that, like, all of his fucking generals were trying to kill him, so he ended up killing, like, half his fucking generals. It's called the Great Purge, and it happened, like, right before World War II. And it just wasn't good. He thought that everyone was out to get him, and that's why everybody feared Stalin. Because they thought everyone thought that if they made the wrong move, then Stalin was gonna kill them. Because that's how much they feared him. That's how delusional, like, he got. That's how bad it was. And eventually, you know, they found Trotsky, because he wanted to kill Trotsky. He wanted to get rid of him once and for all. So they found him, and he was in Mexico. And I think in Mexico he was trying to start another, like, socialist revolution. I don't remember what he was doing there, but they found him there, and it was so brutal, because what they did is it was a KGB agent that killed him. He killed him with a pickaxe. Like, imagine getting killed by a pickaxe. That's worse than getting killed by a machete. Like, it's just a slow, painful, and terrible death. Well, I don't know if he actually got killed by a pickaxe. That's just what I heard. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. But yeah, it just sucks. Yeah, obviously Stalin was cuckoo. That doesn't surprise anybody. I mean, a lot of people died under his rule. So it's just not good. But yeah, that's what my phase was. I can't talk. The other phase I had, I believe it was after that, I became obsessed with German history. I got obsessed with the German Empire and Prussia, and I became obsessed with, like, Bismarck and stuff like that. It was really bad, because I wrote this this whole ass, like, essay in history class about him. Because our world history class, we had like a final assignment or final essay, whatever. And my final essay was gonna be about Bismarck, because I really thought he was a good guy. I mean, okay, he was a pretty decent diplomat, but there's a lot of, debate around him that maybe he's, like, overrated. I've seen a lot of people that just hate everyone who likes the German Empire. I don't understand that. Because it's most likely someone who's new to the concept. But, I don't know. Because, like, okay, if you like the German Empire, there's nothing wrong with that. But I met this group of people on Discord I'm not gonna say where they came from, but I met this group of people on Discord. That hated Kaiser boos, and basically what that means, what a Kaiser boo is they're like a German Empire fanboy, basically. Like they're obsessed with it. There's nothing wrong with, like, I don't see anything wrong with that. But the reason why they thought that was because they thought that if you were a Kaiser boo, you were also basically a wereaboo. And what a wereaboo is they were obsessed with the Third Reich, with Germany in World War II, basically. So they just hated them, and I really didn't understand because for some reason they thought they were the same thing, basically, and that they were just racist, like secretly racist or something, and I didn't understand that. And at the time I don't think I was really obsessed with Germany. It was just that I don't know, I just didn't understand why so many people hated like German fanboys. This is such a weird thing to talk about, by the way. Like, people in the history community are so fucking weird and screwed up. Like, there's so many. Oh, hey, there's a village patrol. Anyways, there's so many like fucked up like YouTube channels in the history community that you know a lot of people with certain political biases and all that fun stuff. It's such a mess. You know, and the sad thing is like I don't know. I feel like just because you're interested in a certain topic, like for example, if I'm interested in like I don't know, learning about Nazi Germany or the Third Reich or whatever. Okay, that doesn't make me a Nazi. That's not the same thing. But there's people out there that genuinely believe that, and it's so fucking stupid and ignorant. It doesn't mean I'm obsessed with Nazi Germany. Like that's not the same fucking thing. It's so stupid. I'm getting very lucky with this oaks. This dark. Oh god. Okay. Oh, I actually want to see what happens here. Uh. Oh. Okay. There we go. Where's your buddies? Wait, is the llama actually gonna kill him? Okay, this llama sucks. Wow. El Bozo. 3 hits. Nice. Yeah, that llama did like no damage to him. He easily healed. I don't know where his buddies went. Weird. Okay, guys. I think we gotta build the house, and then after that, I'm gonna end the video. I'm still gonna play this though. It's just that I'm probably gonna start another video because this video has gone on for around like 2 hours now, and 2 hours is kind of long. And I don't know if people are still gonna be watching if it's that long. So I think it'd just be wise if I built my house. Well, I think what I'm gonna do, I'll have cobblestone floor, maybe, I don't know. Because I feel like that's overdone, right? To have a cobblestone floor. So let me just get the materials first, and then we'll build the house. Um, we'll get more cobblestone. We'll get more oak. We have plenty of dark oak, so we might as well use it, right? Um, I haven't used oak that much in my builds, so, and there's so much of it in my world that I might as well use it. So I got an idea for the floors. I'm gonna do a pattern of dark oak and oak logs, but they're gonna be stripped logs. So, oh great, it's raining. Where should I guess it doesn't have to be too big. I could start it like right here, I guess. Um, I guess we'll start it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how big I really want it to be, actually. We'll start, like, right here. Actually, hold on. I want to place it, like... It's not letting me. Okay. Okay, let's not do that. There we go. There. Now, can I place this sideways? No. Okay, it's not letting me. Anyways. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Is that good? Then obviously I'll buy one more, 17. Yeah. Okay, if these ones are facing up, then I'm gonna want these ones to face. Okay. I don't understand Minecraft. You know, it's such a weird game. Anyways, you know what? Am I gonna have to go like that? There we go. I have to sleep here. But yeah, I don't understand, like, how does this stupid, how does that, like, the log placement in this game doesn't make any sense. It really does not. It's so backwards and weird. Same as, like, placing anything. Like, look at that. Okay, but if I do that, I couldn't do that before, though. See? It's just... I don't know what to feel about that. It's just weird. Okay. I don't know why I did that. Let's go like that. There we go. Okay, anyways. So this is 17, I believe. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We could do 17 by 17, I guess. And then, that'll be like the front of the house, I guess. And then I'm gonna try to do something different I've never done before. I'm going to try to basically make my house with different shapes. Like, for example, I'm gonna add like a circle to it or something like that. You know what? What if I... I'm looking at the reflection on my axe. It's a weird detail. Anyways, I don't know if I... You know what? Let's just leave it alone right now. And just make this area. Because this will be easy to make. This is probably going to be like where all the storage is and stuff like that for now. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There we go. Okay. And now I just do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wait a minute. Okay, I did that. There we go. Wait. Okay, I don't know how I overshot that so much. Anyways. And then we'll just go again like this. Let's not do that. If I could get all the logs to be sideways like that, I would. But some of them will and some of them won't. So like, I don't really care to deal with that. Really, that's my only complaint about placing these stupid logs. Really, is that this can get super tedious because of this shit. Oh my god, come on. Okay. I thought that was going to place sideways for a second. See, you have to place it in a very... You have to face it in a very specific direction. Otherwise, it's not going to work. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. Okay, so here's the floor. It's now done. And, you know what? I don't know if I want to change... I don't know if I want to strip the logs. I think I kind of like how it is right now. It looks very nice, in my opinion. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. Anyways, now I'm going to get to work on the walls, and I believe for the walls they're just going to be very simple. It's just going to be like a hold on. Actually, you know what? Cuz like okay, this right here, this is going to be the front obviously. You're a skeleton, but I know we're there. Anyways, I'm wondering if I should just add it, like, anyways, like right here. Because usually, what you would do is have it jutting out, right? But I don't know if I want to do that this time. Just because, like, I don't know if I really like that. I always do that, but it's like, okay, if I do it every time, it's not gonna look cool or whatever, you know? So I might as well just like try something different, right? I mean, they're all the same basically. The houses, the starter houses, 1, 2. I'm thinking about like placing a log every 4 blocks, maybe that could work, you know. Yeah, you know what, that could work. Let me just see, actually. Yeah, that totally works. Okay. That's perfect, actually. I might have to break a few blocks here, but this is the center, I believe. So I'm gonna break that block. And we'll go like that. There. Okay. So now we got all the support beams. Because I just want to be able to see it from the inside as well. Hope you don't care. You know, we got a bunch of dark oak planks. Well, I have used dark oak planks before, but not for... I don't think I've ever used it for a wall before. So this is going to be super dark. Not really what I'm used to, I think. And for the walls, not really sure how big I want them to be. 2, 4, 5. 5 blocks up, maybe? Is that going to be enough room? Hopefully. Let's just go up, like, actually. Let me think. You know what? That might be fine, because you know what I might do for my house is I'm just gonna add more and more to it as time goes on. Like make my house bigger and stuff like that. So it'll probably be fine anyways. And besides, this is not like I don't plan on anything like I don't plan on this getting too crazy or anything like that. Oh, sorry, I can't talk right now. But eventually, I'm gonna make a mega base, just like in my other world, my beta world. Plan on making a mega base. It's probably gonna be the same thing. It's probably gonna be a massive cathedral. Just because I think that would be really cool to see. And it would also be, I don't know, just something nice I could build. Something that looks nice and huge. That sounds really weird out of context, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I could always just add more to this if I had to. I hear a skeleton, but I don't know where he is. I just like, you know, I'd like to try something different, because everyone always does, like, the same thing where it's, like, jutting out. But, you know what, maybe I don't have to do that, really. It can be jutting out on the front side, but it doesn't have to be everywhere, you know? It doesn't always have to be like that. And I want this to look pretty decent. I want to be able to come back to this place and be like, oh yeah, that looks pretty nice. You know? Okay, let's go over here, actually. this, it'll be easier. Come down here. Okay. Let's not build that yet. Well, it's gonna be made out of dark oak anyways, but I think that this is the middle right here, right? Yeah, this is the middle right here. So that's where I'm gonna have my door. I don't know what I want around my door, but that's gonna be where my door is. Oh, I'd say this is a pretty big house. Not too big, but just a block house, basically. Because usually people will try to make it look more interesting. And they'll make it into like different shapes. Stuff like that, but I always just did a block. I always did like a cube like this. I mean, it's not that interesting. But I find that it works. So. Oh, shit. Okay, let's not do that. Yep. Keep fucking up. Okay, there we go. So, one thing to keep in mind is that I don't know if, like... Oh gosh. Sorry, I don't know if, like... if I'm gonna record everything that I do in this world. Because there's probably... because this is gonna be my main world, right? Or it's called the Forever World. Whatever bullshit. You know what I mean. But I don't know if, like, if I'm gonna record everything, because I'm probably gonna do a lot of stuff, and I probably won't be able to, like, record it. Stuff like, I just made 52 oak, but fuck. I did not mean to do that. Oh my god, okay. Let's go like this. Actually, you know what I could do? You can make this look a bit nicer. And we're gonna have a dark oak door. Because, well, it's all mostly dark oak, so I have to. You know what? I might still use the oak logs. I might add to the walls maybe a little bit. I don't know. Let's get some cobblestone. I'm gonna use the cobblestone for a roof instead. Okay. There's the door. And I think I don't want to go too far out. But we'll go like decent ways out. Try to make it odd numbered. Or even, whatever you want to call it. Either one, same thing. Well, I mean the same thing, basically. Let's go like this. Okay. And we can just go like that. And then like this. Yawn. nothing too fancy. I like the cobblestone floor right here. Okay. I have a stone roof. To make my life easier, I think I'm just gonna have it made out of cobblestone. Just because I don't feel like smelting stuff. Like, I'm not for that right now. I don't have a lot of resources. I might not even have enough stone. So, I'll just see it. Do I have dirt? Okay. Yeah. Dirt can be pretty useful for this early game. Like, if you don't have scaffolding, you can just use dirt. Man, I don't have any strings, so I definitely can't make scaffolding. There, now it actually placed. Like it's supposed to. You know, we're just gonna make this roof go over the house a little bit. And then, yeah, like that. Perfect. I mean, I'd say so far it looks pretty decent. I just need some glass. I mean, I don't have, like, any glass. And then I think it's just good. I mean, obviously there's a few other things I'd like to add. So... You know what I haven't thought about before? You know, I could make like a dome roof or something like that, but I don't know, that sounds a little more advanced right now. Because I don't have a lot of stuff at the moment. I just like to get a house going. Not anything too crazy. I'm thinking about like making this dome-shaped base, and I've never done anything like that before. Like, most of my bases are pretty simple. They're just houses. But, like, I don't want to build, like, another house for the 50th time, you know? Like, I want to build something unique. Right? Not just a simple house. And whatever. That'll just be boring. Right? So I gotta make something cool. Okay, so I want to talk about what kind of base I plan on making. After I build this house, I think what I'm going to do right after that is I'm going to try and work on an iron farm as soon as I can. And I know that sounds kind of lame. Because, like, iron farms are really cheaty and whatever, but I don't know. I just think it would be nice to set it up sooner than later. Because then that way, I'll have way more iron. And it'll be less of a pain. Because I've set up an iron farm in my world before, and it was a pain in the butt. But the reason for that was because the location of my base, and they would have been, like, my iron farm would have been too close to my other villagers. So it would have messed up the farm, I'm pretty sure. And that's not good. So I had to build the iron farm, like, above my house. And that was a pain in the butt because, like, I had to lure this stupid zombie all the way up there. And I didn't have any name tags, so well, I got really lucky because when I broke one of the blocks so that he could get into my iron farm, he actually picked one of them up. But anyways, I am gonna need some soul sand, and the reason for that is because it's really weird how an iron farm works, but basically the villagers, they need to be able to sleep too, but they also need to be scared during the night for the iron golems to spawn during the night. But if they just see the zombie all the time, then the villagers will never be able to go to sleep. So then the iron farm is never gonna work. Like it'll work until nighttime basically, which is not good. So you have to use soul sand and place water on it, so like a little soul sand elevator, and the zombie will basically be bouncing up and down constantly, and that's how you have to do it because this game is just fucked up on many levels and doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it's very strange how that works, but I didn't make this shitty game, so don't ask me why things work the way they do. Oh, okay. That was a bad idea. Very bad idea. But yeah, once I get that iron farm going, I'm thinking, after that, I will start working on another base. This is just my house, like temporarily, my very temporary base. After that, I will start to work on making another base, and this base is basically going to be, I don't know how to explain it. It's going to be like, okay, I don't know how I'm placing it like that. I'm trying to place it like, okay. Well, that didn't work. Anyways, this base is going to be like, it's going to be like a bunch of domes, kind of. But they're all connected, I guess. Something like that. And then I think after I get my iron farm done, I'm just going to focus on getting diamonds. And then after getting diamonds, well, I mean, I feel like I should, before I get an iron farm, I feel like I should just get a villager breeder, right? Because then that way I can just not have to kidnap any more villagers. So I think that would just be a good idea. And so after I do all that, what I'm going to do is get diamonds, right? Work on my better base. Let's call it that. My better base. It sounds really weird. Yeah, after I get this little hut done, we are going to work on all of that. And I'm going to do that in the next episode because by the time I'm done with this, the recording is going to be really long. And I don't know if people want to see the whole thing because it's going to be so long. So yeah. What am I doing? So I'll probably have to play without the shaders, even though they look kind of nice. I'll probably have to play without them because they're making my game be really weird. Yeah. So it's not a good thing for me. And then after I get diamonds, I'm gonna start working towards finding... I'm gonna go to the Nether, obviously. And then I'm gonna start working towards getting to the end. And then from there, everything should just be easy peasy. I mean, because then I'll have shulker boxes and stuff like that. So, and for the end fight, I'm not gonna bring like any of my good gear, because I'm probably gonna die. I'm not very good at fighting the Ender Dragon. I've died every time, even though the Ender Dragon is like... The Ender Dragon is literally like the easiest boss in the game. So I think I just suck at this game. I'm not gonna build an attic, because I don't need anything like that. However, I am gonna build like a... I might build another part of this house. Like an extra area, I don't know. It really depends. Because, well, all you really need in your base, right? You need the storage room, obviously. You need the smelt room and the furnace. That should all be in the same room, by the way, as the storage room. That should always be all in the same place, because it just makes everything so much easier. And not only that, but you also need your bed. And preferably, people will have their bed, like, outside of that whole area, because it's just nicer. I don't know, that's just how people do it, but you don't always have to do it that way. And that's all you really need in a base. Like, really, that's all you need. It's just the storage room and your bed. Like, that's literally all you need. I mean, you could add, like, I don't know, like a special room, I guess. That's just for decoration. That's why this game is special, because you can do anything you want in this game. That's why I love it. Nobody can tell you what you can or cannot do. That's right. I don't know if any of you know what that is. Hopefully you do. If you don't, I would be very concerned. If you don't, then you're too young to watch this. How about that? If you don't know what that's from, then you're too young to watch this. So stop watching. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. But seriously, if you're watching a guy play Minecraft and you don't even know what that quote is, like, come on. I'm trying to think of what I want my dome base to be made out of. I'm thinking, like, maybe I could do copper, but I know that my friend did copper, and I feel like if I just made it out of copper, then I'd just be copying him. That rhymes in a really weird way, and I didn't mean to rhyme, but whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna use copper golems in this house. It might be annoying for me, because copper golems are really noisy, if you didn't know. So, like, I don't know if I want that, you know. I'm wondering if I should, for the roof, I'm wondering if I should actually put a slab. Do you think that would look weird if I did that? Let's get rid of this part, right? Because then that would make sense. I've never done this before, so, like, I don't know. I mean, I think it makes the roof slightly nicer. right? Gives it more dimensions. I kind of like it. It's just that the roof is, I don't know. The roof might be a little too wide for me, for my liking, but whatever. Because I know some roofs have like this weird thing. It's like a V shape. It's like this, kinda. You know what I mean? It looks very strange, but a lot of roofs have this thing. I don't really know what it's called. It just looks like some sort of support thing. I mean, not all Minecraft houses have to be realistic. I think it would look slightly better, you know? Go ahead and do this. I haven't done this either. I could go like that, right? Because it needs to be level. Yeah, kind of like that. And I did something really weird where I think I went like this. I think it was like that. I don't remember. I literally don't remember. I did something super weird, and I thought it looked pretty cool. Maybe if I get rid of this block. That looks a bit better. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I did. But it was on a much larger scale than this. So, yeah. I'll stick with that. Yeah. Doesn't look that bad, I guess. I guess it's just like the roof is a little bit, I don't know. That looks like a face. That's so weird. It looks like a face. Okay, well I'm gonna keep it now because it looks like a face and it looks kind of funny. Okay, so I decided what I want to look like, and I don't think I've ever done this before, but the fence gates on the sides and the trap doors on top like this, I've never seen anybody make that, but I think it looks pretty okay. So, where is he? He's in my house. Wow. Not a scratch. Not a single scratch. That was amazing. Yeah, like that. I like to go like that. So I think it looks very nice if we do it that way. But anyways, yeah, this is the exterior mostly done. I might change it eventually. I don't know how I feel about this. I've never done an exterior like this before. Trying to make it look nice without it being too random, you know? Is he in the fucking floor? Where he is. He could be in the roof. But anyways. yeah, I'm gonna end this here because this is getting a little too long, and I will see you guys in the next one.